You know, there's been a lot of crimes that have happened in this area. It's probably yours too. But a good share of them go unsolved. I said unsolved. The most famous one, modern times, of course, is the woman here in McCook that committed suicide. It made national news. National news. You see, she committed suicide, and that's not that unusual, you might think. But she hung herself in her house, and she stabbed herself, and she shot herself, and she set her house on fire. And she did that with her hands tied behind her back. Suicide. And if you think it's a modern thing, the Native Americans, they had this land here, southwest Nebraska, the Sioux did. The government of America said you can keep that land for as long as the grass is green and the sky is blue. But it wasn't very many years till they decided they wanted it back. And so they, instead of having a costly war, they got the Pawnnee to go on a buffalo hunt. The whole tribe, one last buffalo hunt, they said. Most of 800 men, women, and children went on that, just with bows and arrows. And they said, you don't have to worry about the Sioux. We'll have army there to protect you. Well, the army never showed up, but the Sioux did, because they'd been told about it 2 weeks in advance. And the Sioux jumped them. They slaughtered a bunch of them, and if it wasn't for the bravery of the Pawnee soldiers and warriors, rest assured, they'd have been wiped out. But they got hammered big time. Well, the Sioux was kicked out, and the Pawnee fled the state. And I'm here to tell you that the ranchers moved in. You know that conspiracy, not one government official, not one rancher, nobody went to jail for that conspiracy. No one. But if you think it was just then or now, in between there's been all sorts of shenanigans too. No question. You see, the big he-bull city of this southwest Nebraska was supposed to be Culberson, about 10 miles over from west of McCook here. It was supposed to be the big he-bull city. It had the roundhouse for the railroad. That'd be 400 jobs that they'd be needing in that area. 400 jobs just for that. And of course then they had the courthouse there. Well, in the middle of the night, McCook stole their roundhouse and brought it back down here. About the same time, Trenton, the next town up, they came down in the middle of the night and stole the courthouse from Culberson. Culberson should be a town of 10,000, maybe 20. Who knows what it would have been. But because of shenanigans, they are still just a small, under 1,000 population town, barely making it, as many small towns do. And of course, not one person ever went to jail for that kind of shenanigans. And of course, it didn't end there. The city of McCook, in the middle of the night, they went down to Indianola, the next town over in this county, and stole their courthouse in the middle of the night. Shenanigans. Or criminal acts, however you'd look at it. And of course, anytime you get the powers that be, the bankers, the rich man, and the government together, you can bet your bottom dollar that it ain't going to be a good thing for the general public. No question. And you can also make one other side bet, that nobody will ever go to jail. McCook's Mr. Bill, rate this film.